Yo, chat. Hello, hello. Yo, chat. Can you guys hear me? Chat. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello, hello. What the fuck? Yo, chat. Yo, chat. Okay. The mic is perfect now. So, how y'all doing, chat? And we're back with another live. Okay. Okay. This setup went wrong. Still, let's just see. Gold. Okay, wait. Wait a minute, guys. I had this outline. So yeah, gold within this range right now is just taking sell side liquidity, then going for buy side, then again flipping. That's what going on gold. If I'm right, then as we have taken this low right here, so the next liquidity is at right above this high. So yeah, watch if you can see any setup towards bullish side. But I'm not sure, but let's see. It could go go here right here on 3,359.22. Yeah, that's the level. What do we have here? Yo, chat, have you guys taken any trade during the London session? Okay, for USD JPY, I think I'm expecting price to take out this high, but not this one right here, or maybe this one. Probably reverse from here, if my analysis is right, but I don't know. Today's market is a bit too manipulating. Okay, let's have it on there. Okay. And by the way, we have like three news for USD CAD at 8:30, I guess. Just give it a look. Yeah, we have one low impact news at 6, sorry, 8 a.m. That President Trump speaks. Okay. Then we have four for CAT at 8:30. So we have two five total five news at 8 and 8:30 a.m. You can done holding this position right here. Mm, okay, let's see if we can find any setup. Okay. Okay, if we break this low right here, then I'll probably switch my bias for USD cat. If it does so. Okay, let's have it there, right here. If this low gets broken, then I'll look for sell shorts uh, towards, I guess, targeting this low right here, or probably this low. This two would be my objective if I go short on USD cat. We are seeing a little bit of pull pull back on USD JPY right now. Okay, let's see how it reacts off of this fair value gap. This right here, if it comes back down right here, I want to see how it reacts from there. Let's just okay. Okay, for Australian dollar, I guess this high is gonna be taken out, and then if it meant to go lower, probably then it will go lower from here. Probably take out that high, then probably it's gonna go continue lower. How many points is that? It's just 7 points. We take this one, I take 9 points. Look at these two line on USD CAD are the daily fair value gap high and low. These two line here. What in the okay. Here's another one setup I'm looking at right now. Let's see if it delivers. By the way, chat, give a thumbs up to the stream, and yeah, if you're new here, then subscribe the channel. What are you doing? Are you in any trade? I think so, but I can't exactly tell you that pair. But whatever, let's do it. Okay, I'm in this trade right now. Fuck it, bro. I'm on this right now. So if I don't say price breaks below this low, that 5 minute low right here, then I'll probably cut that trade off. I mean, if price again comes back and take out that high, then I'll probably cut that trade off. But if it does continue slower and take out this low, I'll hang on to this trade. How much point is that? 14 pips. Yeah, and it's a 4.5 pips top. Bro, I guess GBP, USD JPY gonna take out this low for sure. It's gonna take out this high. Sorry, this high, then probably continue lower. At least that's what I'm expecting. Okay, it took out that high. So let's see how it reacts. I want to see how it reacts from there, and if I see something, then I'll probably take a sell position right around there. Okay, gold just stepped into this fair value gap. Before you engage in any trade on gold, look how it reacts off of that fair value gap. If you see bullishness, then go long. Otherwise, observe more. Okay. Okay. If this candle closes below this one right here, this candle's low, and probably closes, uh, yeah, close below that low, then there's 80% chance that USD JPY going to continue lower. That's a big statement, but it's my analysis. Come on, close below this one. Mhm. Yeah, we are seeing some pull. Okay, let's see on a 1 minute chart. Okay, see how price closed around there, that buy side. Okay, right now I want to see this low. Okay, it's already broken. Okay, wait for USD JPY come back towards to this fair value gap, and then if we see it reacts as an inversion, then I'll probably take a short. We haven't, we still haven't closed below that low. What the fuck is it? Yeah, right here. Okay, we're seeing some nice move from that high. Okay, now I want to see if price comes back to this the down close candle. I mean that bearish or sorry, bearish breaker. I want to see price respect that and keep the price below that mid level of that bearish breaker. Come on. And another safety net for us is that this order block right here, this bearish order block right here. Okay, nice. We're seeing some nice pull. Your chat, look how we closed this candle, the candle that took out that high. I told you that I want to see it closes below that low, below this candle's low, and it did. So right now I want to see this like more like maybe here, then probably take some support and continue lower. It's not even if even I guess 3 minutes. I told you that I want to see this candle close below this low. Give a thumbs up for that at least. Okay, USD cat already moved like I guess 1 hour. This rate already moved like 1 hour right now. If you are in this rate, then when price starts this low, then take something off, take some partials on this trade if it comes around here, and leave the rest for targeting that low. And yeah, when it take this low out, then move the stop loss to break even if you are in this trade. Okay baby, close below this. By the way, also one more thing, if this candle closes around right here, listen carefully, right here, then this shaded box becomes a balanced sorry, what they say, balanced price range, I guess. Yeah, so wait and see how it reacts. If it closes around right here, then use that as an balanced price range. Chad, what do you think? uh, does USD cat gonna take out this low and this one also? What do you think? Okay, price created this balanced price range right there. So we don't want to see price go up, at least right here. We want to see this balanced price range keeps price below it. If you want to go short on this, then you can probably enter right now, expecting price to respect this balanced price range and probably target this low if you want to go short. But do your analysis also. Do not just take my word and go short. Wait and see how price reacts from this balanced price range. Do we have anything on 3 minutes? Okay, what about 1 minute? Okay, right now we want to see big push. I mean big pull, pull right around here. We do not want to see price comes. Okay. Your chat, we don't want to see price comes back around here. Okay, we want to see that small fair value gap you see, uh, the higher one, not this one, the higher one. We want to see that remain unfilled, and use this three candle as a bearish order block. See how it reacts if you want to hang on to this trade. We want to see every bearish PDRS being respected on the trade if it's meant to go lower. Okay, there is a news at 8 a.m. and we have around 1 minute left for that news. Your chat, give a thumbs up to the stream, and yeah, if you're new, then do subscribe to the channel. And there's the link of the Discord community in the description. Go and join that. Okay, we do not want to see price closes above that mid level of this balanced price range. If it does, then cut the trade. Okay, this one's not looking good. Chat, give a thumbs up to the stream. Have you guys taken any trade, by the way? Chat, have you guys taken any trade yet? Or you're just still waiting? By the way, let's give a look at gold. We had our analysis done at gold. Okay, it's still hanging around that fair value gap, 5 minute fair value gap. And it's also at the OTE level right now. Okay, observe how it reacts. Then, yeah, if it shows bullishness, then go long. But right now it's not looking like it's gonna go up. Probably it's gonna take out this flag, which if it continues lower, then this low is gonna be taken out also. I guess it's gonna take out that low, yeah. How many point is that? It's almost 261. Okay, this is the last safety net for our this trade. This consequent enforcement right here is the last safety net for us. Okay, this is L right here. Mhm. Okay, okay, get out of this trade right here. It's not gonna go. I think now I'm gonna wait for the news. Yep, 24 minutes left for the news to hit. So yeah, let's just wait for the news, and if I see anything there, that was an inverse, bro. What was the reason behind that trade, if you don't mind me asking? Which pair are you asking, bro? Which pair are you talking about? Is it USD JPY or USD CAT? The trade you were showing on USD JPY. Okay, wait. Okay, look right here. We had an SMT right here, okay, with DXY on USD JPY, and we saw price take out buy side two times right here. One here, then another push towards upside right on this week, but we didn't close above that high. And I was looking for lower prices on DXY. If you go to a daily chart, you'll see No, I guess 4 hour chart it was. Let me show you this. Wait. Okay, on daily chart, we can see there was a fair value gap right around here. Okay, so we tapped into that 2 times. Another time was, I guess, today. Yeah, during the Asian session. Okay, so yeah, that's why I was expecting price at least gonna take out this low right here, that London session low, and we had some SMT formed. Wait, where was it? Where was it? Okay, right around here. Okay, right around here. So this high was the protective high for me for USD giveaway. We had an SMP right here, but I wasn't expecting price to take out this high. So yeah, I was expecting at least price gonna take out that London session low there. And for this trade right here that stopped me out right now, I was trying to, yeah, catch a short trade targeting this low right here. That was my analysis. But whatever, maybe I'm wrong for today. It doesn't matter. You know what? I'm still bearish on USD JPY, also on USD CAT. The news folders on 8:30 are green for USD CAT. I mean CAT. For Canadian dollar, all are green. For previously, those news were green most of the time. So I'm expecting CAT gonna continue higher than probably USD CAT gonna continue lower. Do you trade props or personal account? Bro, I trade both of them. Sometimes I trade my personal account, then other times I do prop accounts. The Geo is just consolidating around right here right now. I'm not gonna get in any trade right around it. I wanna see it breaks either this high or this low. Let's just take this off. I want to see pound take out maybe break this low if it wanna go higher, or if it broke this low right here, then I'll probably look for shorts. The euro and pound is not even moving that much in this session right here. See, USD JPY is still manipulating. We see another SMT form right here. Bro, I am still bearish for these two pairs, USD CAD and USD JPY. I still think probably USD JPY are gonna take out this low. Yeah, I still think it's gonna take out that low. What's USD CAD doing? Okay, USD CAD took out this high. Did it take out this one also? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yo, chat, give a thumbs up to the stream. And if you haven't joined the Discord community, then go and join it. You'll find the link in the description. I'll probably gonna organize some giveaways very soon. And yep, follow me on X. See, we are still continuing lower. You know what? I really want to see USD JPY take out this low right here. And where are we in terms of price right now? Mm, okay, all right. Chat, give a thumbs up to the stream. Let's make this stream the most liked one compared to the previous one I did. The New York session price is just consolidating right now. I had this in my mind. So this high is gonna be taken either this one on New Zealand dollar or probably this one also. Let's see how price reacts. Nah, this is just like a shitty price move. This whole range is just shit. Look, Euro USDT. I'm looking at it, bro, but I'm not sure if it's wanna continue higher or lower. Because we are within this 4 hour BC right now. Sorry, 4 hour CB right here. We're in this CB, so but I have a bullish bias for USDT. So I want to see if price break this and maybe take support from that. So yeah, I think waiting is the best thing you can do for right now. You can think this as an market structure shift right here. Probably look for a market maker sell model right here. But for me, I'm bullish. That's why I'm not engaging in this trade right here. There was a fair value gap though. Still, I'm not sure about that trade. So yeah, just hang on tight and wait for the news. Bro, this shit is still just hanging around that level. Let's just see if it's gonna take out this low. And I'm 70% sure that it's gonna take out this low. Let's just see if it happens or not. We have daily open gap below. Levan, which pair are you talking about, bro? Cherry, hello, bro. How are you doing, bro? On Euro USD, open gap below. Let me just give it a look. I don't see any gap right here, bro. I think you're with the FXTM broker. That's why you guys have some gaps right there. But this is forex.com. So there's some difference between those broker. Okay, if this high gets taken, then probably price gonna continue higher. That's for sure. And trust me, I'm bearish on USD pairs. That starts with USD first. Euro USD is consolidating in daily time frame. Yeah, bro, right. So we wanna see it broke. We wanna see it break at least, I guess. Let's just give it a look. This highs, I guess. Yeah, these are too smooth to be taken. This these highs are too smooth to be taken, and we didn't even go below this low right here. So yeah, I'm still bullish for Euro and GU also. We kind of see some SMT with this lows on Euro. See, I'm bullish, man. Let's just wait and see. So okay, we have like 8 minutes left for the Canadian dollars news to hit. Let's just go there. Okay. JBs, I mean JBs to 1 hour opening up. Let me check. Hmm, this one are you talking about? Yo, Levan bro. Are you talking about this one? What the fuck? But bro, I'm not looking for any short on these two pairs, GU and EU. I'll probably not take any trade if my analysis is wrong. That's my mentality. This shitty price movement. Fuck. Where is the cat? Chat, are you guys in any trade right now? Or are you looking at any specific ones? By the way, chat, if USD cat goes higher, then I'll probably not take any trade. 'Cause I may stick to my analysis rather than take any trade without knowing what it's gonna do. So yeah, I'm bearish on USD cat. So yeah, if when the news sheets it continues higher, I don't care. Let's give a look at Joy USD. What are you doing, out? Okay, we see gold uh, taking not support, using this as an inversion. Maybe it's gonna continue lower. I told you that wait for price what it does, uh, how it reacts from this fair value gap, and if it closes below that, then probably it's gonna use that as an inversion fair value gap. You can still wait. Let's give a look at that. Okay, it's not looking good. Okay, we have 3 minutes left for the news to hit. Okay, what did I tell you guys? What did I tell you? So okay, we have like 1 minute and 50 seconds left for the news to hit. Okay, let's see if it continues lower. I think it's gonna continue lower. Okay, let's just wait and see. Let's see what USDCAT does. Fuck no. Okay, 20 seconds left. Still not wanting to go higher. USDCAT still not wanting to go higher. What the fuck it's gonna do? It's still consolidating. Today's session is just like shit, bro. Fuck, not even moving. There's no clean price action to it. We had this OTA right here. Yep, right. Also SMTs. Okay, I guess it's gonna take out this high. This high is gonna be the next drawn liquidity for USDCAT. And what about USDJ? I don't know anything about USDJ. If it takes out this high, then I'll probably not look for any setup today. I guess that we should not take any trade today. That's gonna be better. It's gonna take out this side and probably reach for, if possible, then it's probably gonna reach for this London close high also. Yeah, we took out that low right here, so we'll probably take out that high. How many points did it move? It moved like 12 points yet. For real, there were no clean setup today on the market. Let's see what ES doing. Right. Yes. Mm, yes. And Q. Did you take out this low right here? No, we didn't. I guess ES gonna continue higher from this level. At least it should take out this high right here. So my chart is delayed. I think I need to buy premium. Okay, it broke. GDP broke towards downside and broke that consolidation range. Yeah, if you want to look for any short setup, then yeah, go right now. If you find anything, then you can engage. It's up to you. But I guess most of the move for today's session is done. Let's give a look at gold. Okay, gold is, bro. These days gold is just too much manipulated. How many of you trade gold? Put it in the chat right now. See all this. How can you just hang on to the chart to see this? If I see something like that, then I'm gonna go mad, bro. Sometimes, me personally, I don't touch this pair. Gold and silver, I do not touch this two pair. Yes. It may sound silly, but I think ICT concepts doesn't work well with these pairs. And talking about those uh, kill zones, uh, gold doesn't even do anything within those kill zones. Look, look right here. It delivered like around how much points are this? Okay, like point half percent. It moved like half percent right within the Asian session. Fuck man. Okay, if it continues any lower, then I guess this one's gonna be taken out. Then probably this one also. It already moved like okay. I guess I'm not gonna touch any pair right now. Not gonna engage in any trade for today. I have to do my analysis again tomorrow. What are these pairs even doing, bro? What the fuck? Yo, chat, go and join the Discord community. Go and join the Discord community and also follow me on X. And I'll do a giveaway very soon. If possible, maybe next week I'm gonna end some giveaways for you guys. And if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, just press that button, bro. What are you been doing? Let me some. Let me just grab some water. Yo, chat. Should I play some motivational content? Do you any, do you guys wanna hear some? Put it in the chat. If you wanna listen to some motivational speeches, then I can do that. The raw audio. Should I play? What do you say? What do you say, guys? Because there's nothing we can do right now in the market.
But if it goes up there, oh yeah, I was rubbing the market starts to move. You know where it's likely to go. You know what it's reaching for. There's a equal high, there's a single high up there, or it's going to a fair value gap that's above the market price. You know in your heart of hearts, in your gut, you know exactly that son of a bitch is going right up there, but it's already started moving. So what do? Plunge in there with a venom, right? Or sell it and things going down. But then what happens is you're now in your mind you're saying, I don't care if it comes down against me because it's a demo, it can't hurt me. But if it goes up there, fuck yeah, I was right. Look at that. Woo, video game trading. What are you teaching yourself? Don't worry about the loss because it can't hurt you because you're in a demo. But feel good about the transaction if it goes up there because you're right. Now stop and think about that for a second, folks. You're doing everything wrong. You're teaching yourself not to respect the risk. That's the paramount issue when you go into trading. You have to have a stop. You have to know why you're putting your stop there and how much are you risking. Some of you are just doing simple average 50 contracts or 50 lots on your trades and trading gold. You're not trading, your 50 contracts of gold. And you're not adding every time it goes up 2 points. You see the MT4 guys that they got 30 trades of the same market, and their only difference in price entry is 1 or 2 points. And they're showing you their 50,000, their 60,000, $70,000 wins, all stacked up. I have never liked a post like that. You didn't take that trade. That's not a real trade. That's just you seeing what will happen if you did that. And you're getting drunk on math. And that's dumb. When you're looking at a market move that you think is going to go to a specific price level and it's already started, You wait for a smaller time frame fair value gap. When it trades down into that, then you can engage it. When it starts running, observe it from that point on. But you have to know where the stop loss would be, and that is below the fair value gap. So when I started breaking down the market like that, that's okay. Soybeans started taking off. I missed the move. Live cattle. These are all commodity markets, by the way. Probably thinking, what the hell is he talking about? Soybeans and live cattle. I was a commodity trader when I first started. So when I started to trade in the bond market, the 30-year Treasury bond, and when I was trading the S&P futures contract, I would see these movements after the fact sometimes. And I would feel like I got to rush to get in there. And I missed it. I missed it. So my focus took me into studying how I could engage a move that already started. Because my tendency is, tell me something that you can't do, and I'll find you a dozen fucking ways where I can do it better than you could ever imagine. Because I have a chip on my shoulder, and I'm obsessively compulsive. And a grandmother that no longer lives anymore told me something that scarred me. Said I was lazy when I wasn't lazy. I was fucking tired, and she was expecting me to do something that was beyond my capability as a
Okay, let's just pause the audio for a bit and let's see if I can play that the system sound. Yo, chat, give me a moment, Mike.
when I had her tell me I was lazy, honey, you're lazy. I was like, you said what? So that's why you see me work the way I do. My work ethic in everything I fucking do is off the charts. I always over deliver. I always do that because nobody's saying I'm fucking lazy. I can tell you you're lazy. I can say that to you because if you're not putting in hours each week, if you're not making dozens of pages of notes each week, not 5 little lines on a page and scribble and say, oh, I did the work. Here's my notes. That's fucking bullshit. That's comic strips. Okay. That's what that is. You're wasting time. People that want to learn how to do this, they're going to pour themselves into this and they're going to get what they're looking for and find more than they were looking for. So I had to go in and figure out how to compensate and build and develop a coping skill for this fear of missing out. See, you have no idea what the fuck you're doing, but you want to go in there with a funded account or a live account and try to make something happen, ignoring the risks, not really understanding the detrimental barriers, obstacles, impossibilities that you're building these walls in front of you by doing it incorrectly. They're going to weigh on you heavily mentally. You're going to see them as they're just too much for me to get through because you're doing it wrong. So I'm not saying I'm smart, okay? A lot of prayer went into this, a lot of prayer. And you can be an atheist, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm telling you, this is how I got here. When I looked at moves and I couldn't get myself to accept the fact that I wasn't smart enough in my early days to see that move before it started, and you had a big down day, I knew at that moment it's going to go down to this level here on the daily chart or up here above some old high daily chart in deference to the bias of those bullish or bearish. So I wanted to find a way to build a coping mechanism that would make sense for me because nobody in books, none of the books, I got over 2,000 of them, courses, everything. I bought everything you can put your fucking hands on. If it was released in the 90s and the early 2000s, in 2006, like that was the last time I bought anything. And it was always the same bullshit. And the things that I teach on, none of these jokers talk about. Precision elements, time, where to get in, why your stop loss should be where it's at. Everything you learn in retail is stop below the old swing low if you're long, stop above the old swing high if you're short. And it's all directly related to the percent of risk that you're willing to take as a trader, which is the universal 2%. Everything about that's wrong. Everything about that shit is wrong. And you're doing it thinking that you're going to be the exception to the rule. And then you can go on social media and say, I climbed a mountain. That's it. I'm putting my flag here at the top of the mountain. No one's ever done it like me. When you don't realize what you're learning is misinformation. You have so many factors against you doing that shit, but it doesn't feel that way because you bought the book. You paid for the book. You took the time to read that book. You have now joined a religious cult. You think I'm a cult leader. That's a cult. Retail theory is a cult. It keeps doing the wrong shit that you all keep sipping the Kool-Aid thinking you're going to be able to get something out of that. You're getting the same shit, the same bullshit everybody else gets. Losses, drawdown, blown accounts, and misery and regret because you are falling in love with a market in a potential experience to change the course of your life, but you can't make it work with the shit that you're trying to spend money on. The smart ones say, fuck this early and say, I can't do this. And they don't ever invest any more money in the retail stuff. And they just say that nobody's making money. And it's not true, but largely it's true. So I had to go in between the overbought and oversold conditions with my retail bullshit that I was trying to use. And I come up with ways how I could go in and engage. And then once I was made privy to how markets are really booked and met with real market makers, not Goldman Sachs people, okay? None of that shit. Not trade desk managers that are controlling the flow for their customer base. That's not a market maker. You're a dealer, okay? That's all you are. You are not making the price. You can engage and transact in that price feed at that very moment, but you are not fucking making the market. When you discover how all this shit is rigged and it's designed to do these certain things at certain times of the day to deliver a certain high or low, it changes everything. It changes everything. You quickly put aside the very shit that they're poisoning everybody else with. All the misinformation, all the bullshit. And you focus on the stuff that matters most. Where's the truth in all this stuff? If it's overbought, oversold, then that's what causes the market to go up and down. If it's supply and demand, and that causes the market to go up and down, then why the hell is it that that shit isn't making millionaires every single time someone sits down with it? Why aren't they all finding success? Why aren't they finding precision? They're not. Because it has a resemblance. It resembles something that they saw work in a book And when I bought all these books and I bought all these courses and I subscribed and bowed my head down to all these gurus, I was a young man too. And I believe there's people out there that should have been worshipped, that should have been lifted up and held above everyone else. Heroes, titans. There is none. I'm not one of them. And your friend and family member on fucking social media that you think is growing to be into be some hero level shit. They're all people just like you and I. And the more they show the shit in hindsight and they can't teach it and prove that it can be transferable knowledge with precision based elements with time, then it's all just retail. And retail is just a catalyst. A good money manager can make money with retail. A good money manager can make money with a heads or tails flip of a coin. I didn't want to be like that. I wanted to be someone that knew exactly what the hell they're doing, why they're doing it, and if I am wrong, I'm okay with being wrong if I understand why I was wrong. But when I was using retail shit, it never made sense why my trade, when it would fail, I got stopped out. Why the fuck did this happen? The stochastics was coming down, the moving averages on all the time frames were going down. I had a fucking bear flag. Everything was going lower. And the people on CNBC, it was FNN back then, Financial News Network. Shit's different now. They were talking about, oh yeah, the market's going to go. There's a bumper crop of soybeans, which means there's a lot more supply, so therefore the price shouldn't go uh, higher. So I'm going short. I got everything in my favor, right? I got the fundamentals. There's a bumper crop. So that means a whole lot of soybeans are hitting the market. There's no reason for it to go up. And here I am, I'm going short. I'm in there. It's already diverged bearishly. It's moving down. All the moving averages are sloping down. Everything looks fucking great. I'm looking to make 50 cents on this move. And what the fuck happens? It goes up 18 fucking cents in the same day. Now, how do you rationalize a response to that? That makes sense, that's palatable. You don't. You put your fucking fist through the fucking monitor like I did. Pick the fucking broken mechanism that was still resembling a monitor and throw it across the fucking room. That's how I coped with it. That's exactly how I coped with it. And I went through a lot of monitors. A lot of monitors like that. I wasn't prepared to have multiple monitors back then. I have a lot of monitors now, but if I didn't know how to trade, it would be very, very costly for me to have that coping skill today. So I had to go in and figure out why I'm doing what I'm doing. And if I'm wrong, I'm okay with being wrong because I understand I'm wrong. The market's right. I'm wrong. The market's right. So I have to do what? I have to align myself with the market, not align myself with the guru's logic. I got to align myself with an indicator. Fuck, I do. I don't need to do that. I need to align myself with the open, high, low, and close. That's what I'm aligning with. That's why my charts are naked. That's why I'm showing you only annotations to take your attention to a very specific element about a candle, a level, not a fucking zone. Okay. When I'm talking about a fair value gap, what levels am I talking about? The highest point of the fair value gap, the exact middle of the fair value gap, and the low of the fair value gap. That's three finite levels. It's not a zone. I'm not going out there and pulling one out of my ass and saying, well, we're going to do a supply zone here or a demand zone here. And where are you going to buy in that? Where are you going to sell in that? That's why it's a fallacy. It's all bullshit. It leaves enough subjectivity so that way they can always go back and say, look at this zone. Look how it reacted in this zone. Fuck that. I'm telling you a very specific level. Fuck everything else. Everything else is bullshit. I'm telling you exactly when these gaps should not fill. So that means what level should be focusing on? The high end of it or the low end of it, not the middle, not the opposing end of it. See a difference there? That took decades to get that. That took decades to know with confidence that I'm going to be able to take this trade, enter here, my stop loss should be right here, laser precise. A lot of prayer. And that still quiet voice taught me that. When nobody, not like what you're hearing here, a foul mouth, manic, I had nobody sitting next to me encouraging me along. And I had to become a fiend and dismiss everything and everyone around me. Relationships, friends, hobbies, all of that. I cast it aside. And all of my waking consciousness was poured into this. While driving a truck with my left foot laying up on the steering wheel, steering, while I'm eating a cup of fucking noodles, I'm looking at a chart book going across the Key Bridge. Is that safe? Nope. But I was dialed the fuck in. High winds could have pushed me into the Jersey Wall part of the bridge, and it caused all kinds of accidents. That's how recklessly I was pouring myself into this all day long, all day long, sleeping sometimes 3 hours, maybe, and getting up and doing the same thing. On Saturday, driving down to Fayette Street to a nursing home to fill their vending machines from my car, my Eagle Talon TSI all-wheel drive white car. I've always preferred white. Go down there, service that. The whole time, the markets aren't trading, but I got chart books laying in front of me in the machines as I'm putting candy bars in there. I'm pouring myself into it. Maniac. That was how it was. And you have to have that same tenacity. You have to know that you're going to do this no matter what. Anybody that's around you that's telling you negative shit that you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, you're wasting your time. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Because I'm going to tell you, every one of my fucking friends, when I first started doing this shit, they said, you're crazy. You're going to lose your ass. I lost my first account and second account and third account. I did. But you're listening to me now, aren't you? You're seeing all these other people that do what I'm teaching and they're making money. You're seeing your charts paint just like how I taught you it would. My friends and family said I was going to fail. They said this was never going to work. I would never figure this out. It would always be a gamble. It would never be a way for you to be able to time the markets. You can't do it. I'm taking you live into 1 minute candles. And I'm telling you exactly what the fuck it's doing before it happens. Perfectly. I was not going to fail. I was not going to be talked out of this. I was not going to be influenced negatively to the point where I would admit failure and go and run off into my life and do whatever the fuck I was going to be doing. Fuck that. I have lived this. November 5th, 1992, 9 p.m. on a Thursday night in Chase, Maryland. That's where I was. When Inner Circle Trader was born, that's the birthday. I came into this world on August 8th, 1972. 7:11 p.m. That was my actual birth date. But Inner Circle Trader was born November 5th, 1992, at 9 p.m. on a Thursday evening in the family room of my aunt and uncle's house that I was paying room and board $50 a week. That day, I remember it. I was so excited. I was so excited. I'm going to make $1,000 a month and I'm going to retire at 40. That was how I started this whole journey. That was my plan. And it morphed and evolved and became a obsession. And I said many times, maybe this isn't for me. When I was losing my accounts, not knowing how to trade initially as a 28-year-old, it just was trying too hard to do too fast. Over trading, not understanding risk management, trusting the patterns more than understanding the character flaws that I was bringing to it, which is I demand precision. I demand immediate response in price. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and I wanted to do it faster than I wanted to expect it before I put the trade on. They're all unrealistic expectations, especially for someone that had no experience. So over years of losing, blowing my account, working really hard, doing part-time job. Only on the one single day of the week, which was Sunday, I was delivering pizza on Sundays because my vending job wasn't paying me enough. I made $183 after taxes in my check, and my boss paid me under the table $50 a month. Now think about that: $183 a week and 51s, and they're trying to sell a book for $30. That $30 book was a lot of money to me. So on Sunday, I
Your chat. I guess we're done for today's stream, and I'm not gonna take any trade for this stream. So yeah, we'll probably gonna look for trades tomorrow. So until then, stay safe. Peace out, chat.